So the way my kitchen is set up makes it really weird for me to video any crock pot meals because I just have to video from this strange angle, but this is a crock pot. I confused somebody in my last video and I apologize for that. This is a vintage crock pot from the 80s and it's not crock pot brand, so it's actually labeled Slow Cooker by West Bend. And we're going to make a chicken stew using leftover chicken and gravy that I have had in the freezer. And this is left over from my budget Thanksgiving meal. So I am just going to put this Tupperware of leftover chicken gravy right in here. And I'm going to add a chicken bouillon cube to that. And I will add some water once I get the other ingredients in there and we see how much we're going to need. Okay, now we are going to add some frozen peas. And I'm not going to add the full package, just like a half a package of these frozen peas. I'm making this to have with my grandmother, so if you don't want the peas super done, you can add them closer towards the end, but I need these peas to be extra done, so I'm putting them in now. I'm going to add an onion. I like a lot of onion in chicken soup. Okay, now I've got some fresh carrots. I'm going to go ahead and peel and add a good amount of those. Probably half a pound of fresh carrots. Okay, now I just have a small turnip here, and I'm going to use half that turnip. or rutabaga. I really don't know which one this is, but either way, whatever it is, we're going to use half. And these can be a little hard to get cut in half. Just take your time and work it slow with the butcher knife. It'll be worth it. Sometimes you can find them pre-cut in your section, produce section, or sometimes you can find them frozen. I've been having trouble with my arms since I've been sick, so it's taken me quite a bit of effort here to get that wedged. Okay. Okay, we're just going to peel them and get them right in there. Okay, now we're going to move on to potatoes. They're pretty small. I'm just going to do 4 of them. Okay. Now I'm not going to add any salt because that bouillon and that gravy is already salty. But let's add a good amount of pepper. This is some of the sage I grew, dried. And I'm just going to crumple 3 leaves of that in there. That will just give it such a good taste. I love chicken stew. Okay. Now we're going to cover this with some water. We want to just cover that. Stir. And we will put the cover on. I am going to be making some cornbread muffins, an easy way that my grandmother likes to make them, and I'll see you back for that. Okay, I cooked mine in the crock pot overnight on low, so it cooked from, let's say, 3 in the afternoon until 4:30 this morning, so probably 12 hours would do it on low, or 6 maybe on high. This is 1 spoonful like this. It's a serving spoon. Heaping of cornstarch and just enough water to get that diluted. Okay, and I'm going to pop it back on there and turn it up on high to get that cooked in. So for my grandmother's cornbread, it's just a package of Jiffy cornbread mix. I'll put a picture here. Mixed up 2 package directions. She's always made her cornbread this way. And then some molasses, a good amount of molasses. Probably a couple tablespoons of molasses in 1 package. I think she uses 1/3 of a cup in 2 packages. Yeah, that's good. A couple tablespoons will do it. It makes it moister, it holds together better, and it gives it such nice homemade flavor without being fully homemade. Okay, we'll get this into the muffin tins because I'm going to make it in muffin tins today. Okay, now that this soup has come to a boil, it's thickened up to the consistency that I want. I don't want it too thick because my grandmother's going to be having this and I want her to be able to put some crackers and stuff in it, but that is very, very good right there. So I'm not actually going to can this, but I am going to transport it to her house in a canning jar. And here are the molasses cornbread muffins. I got 3 pints and 1 quart of soup. I'll probably throw 2 pints of that into the freezer keep one pint for myself and the quart for my grandmother. Then I thawed out a jar of my homemade applesauce here. She's getting that today, and some homemade molasses drop cookies.